Mighty Mo is really named after a battleship, number 63, which it's truck number 63. It's called the USS Missouri. And I watched the show called Battleship, and it had, it was the last mechanical battleship. So, the Mighty Mo really is a mechanical wrecker, and it's my last mechanical battleship. So that's how we came up with Mighty Mo. When I take it out to a job, it's really my battleship to help me get through and do the recovery work. Second question is from Sparks Towing and Recovery. What's your least favorite truck to drive? That has to be the General. It's the most uncomfortable, rough riding piece of pig iron truck. Like, it's a big old hauler, that thing. But I love the truck because it's great for recovery work. It's a beautiful recovery truck. I like to be out on the, job with it, winching. It's the best. From Ben, what tow company bought our rotator, and what's your favorite food? Berg's Towing in Illinois, Monmouth, Illinois, bought the Western Star rotator. We did have a Peterbilt rotator before that, and that was in Tacoma, Washington. Now, what's my favorite food is just cheeseburger and fries. Why don't you do a single boom hydraulic conversion on Mighty Mo? It's important for me that Mighty Mo is all original, is in Holmes 850. I have hydraulic heavies from Holmes as well, the 1801, the 1701, the 1625, and I have the 1601. So it's possible to make it a hydraulic conversion, but I'd rather it just be, how it came out of the plant. I try to make sure that things are very factory, restored to factory specifications, and they look factory, little decals, everything. So hope that answers that question. What made you decide to get into the towing industry? Well, my dad was in the towing business when I was a kid, and I drove around with him, so we just kind of naturally kept on with it. He used to have, I think, a 46 Merc 3/4 ton, and actually had a hand crank on it. And I would go with him as a kid, and we'd haul cars and do a bunch of stuff, and he'd do a lot of scrap cars. And I can remember standing up in the truck. We didn't have seat belts there at that time, and there was like a little bullet hole in the front windshield, and I used to put my eye up to it and look out the bullet hole. So this was just an old truck, and kind of a cool old truck actually, and wood deck and a chain sling, and he just used it to haul scrap cars into the scrap yard, and he wheeled and dealed on a lot of things. He was really buying and selling scrap and cars and old cars, and really fun days for me as a kid riding around with my dad. Do you still have the fire engine in the old rescue truck? Yes. The fire engine is over in the corner in the yard in Hope. We don't use it anymore. There's so many towers here now, it's not real possible for us to keep it on the road all the time. For maybe once a year to put out a fire. We used to use the fire truck just to put truck fires out in order to get the road open faster, but right now the work is watered down quite a bit. There's lots of competition, and we just took it off the road to save costs. The rescue is being used in Golden right now, and we just inspected it, put it back on the road, and using it as an equipment truck. And it's been on a wreck out there, but we haven't used it much in Golden. What would you be doing if you weren't heavy wrecking? That's an interesting question, because really I don't know anything else. So I think maybe I could be a sales rep for a record dealer. Maybe that might be something that would interest me, because I'd still be in the business, but I wouldn't be getting up all night in the middle of the night, and probably be happy to be around the towing industry and going to see customers, seeing their operations, that kind of thing. So maybe there'll be a point in time where this business beats me up to the point where I don't want to do it anymore, and or maybe I can't do it anymore, and maybe drive a pickup around and do sales calls. That might be my next future. I don't know. We'll see. What future plans do you have to expand your business? Well, we've expanded the business somewhat in Golden, and we're still working in Hope, but we're working in Golden too. We are doing a lot of out-of-town business, long haul, and the long haul businesses have been a very steady, constant, good business that we've been doing. So I think if I was to expand anymore, it'd probably be in the long haul. Local business is pretty chopped up, as far as competition-wise, and there's only so much work out there in the local market. So the long haul, international moves is probably what I'm going to focus on into the next year. We did do the expansion into Golden, which has helped out, but I'm going to ramp up the long haul towing because that seems to be just a really good business.